Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm doing my speech on why you need to get more sun, even if you tan or go to the tanning bed. So, a little over a year ago, in my freshman track season, things were going to plan. I was hitting my marks. Workouts were hard, but it felt like how it's supposed to feel. But in March of that same year, things kind of started to take a turn. Workouts that used to feel easy for me started to be really challenging. I was being super fatigued, my heart rate was elevated, and overall just not where I needed to be. And for a good bit, I kind of dismissed this. I just thought it was typical rundown or what it meant to be a college athlete. But then after a while, I got fed up. I got tested and I found the real problem. So that problem was extremely low vitamin D. And it was to the point where my doctor was kind of concerned about me competing because it was that low. And the thing is, I'm not alone in this. According to the NIH, or the National Institution of Health, 42% of adults are also vitamin D deficient. And in 2019, a journal study called Nutrients, they did a study on college kids, and they found that 60% of college students are also vitamin D deficient. So a little bit about today's plan. Firstly, we're talking about the problem and why college kids and adults are vitamin D deficient. And then 2 and 3 will be the solution and actions you all can take today.
Nice.
Okay, so why are we all vitamin D deficient? I'm pretty sure all of us probably have a similar day-to-day schedule. We wake up, you go to class for the majority of your day. Then after that, you do homework, go to the library, then maybe hang out with some friends at night. The problem is with this is that most of these activities are done under a roof, not getting vitamin D exposure. And I know some of you might be thinking, well, this might not apply to me because I tan or I go to the tanning bed. The problem is with tanning is that your body needs daily consistent vitamin D synthesis, not just intense 2 hours once or twice a week. And then for tanning beds, according to the Skin Cancer Foundation, that produces UVB rays, and vitamin D synthesis is only triggered by UVA, which only comes from natural sun. So basically what I'm saying here is you could be looking the part, looking tan, looking healthy, but your vitamin D tank could be running on low, and that's kind of when problems like I had start to occur. So what does vitamin D actually do? First is going to be your immune system, just plays a key role in keeping you healthy, fighting viruses, diseases, whatever it might be. Next is going to be muscle recovery. According to the Journal of Sports Medicine, vitamin D plays a key role in protein synthesis, which just helps your muscles recover after a hard workout. Next is going to be mental health. There's a direct correlation between low mental health and a higher risk for depression and anxiety. And then lastly, it's just bone strength. When you have low vitamin D, your bones are weak, which leads to just risk of injury like stress fractures and fractures. So what did I do? First, just get sun when possible. And at first, this seemed kind of tricky to me. I thought this was going to have to be like a big challenge where I was going to have 2 hours pried out of my day to go tan with my friends or go to the beach. But it actually was more simple than that. It was more about finding time in my schedule that I already had. So for example, just finding 20-30 minutes in between my class just to eat lunch outside or do homework outside. It was just little things like that. But as we all know, we all have very busy lives, and sometimes that didn't happen, or we all know the weather in Florida is pretty unpredictable and it would be cloudy all day. So that's where supplementing came in. I just bought a vitamin D supplement and I started taking it daily, and basically what that did was just bridge my gaps from when I couldn't get outside or if life just stacked up on me. So the choice is yours. You can either A, continue to feel how you have been feeling. Maybe you're feeling really fatigued and tired after a long day, or your workouts in the gym haven't been as good, or maybe you're reading the same page of notes 3-4 times wondering why you're not retaining it. Or you can start prioritizing consistent daily vitamin D and just see your health benefit in all areas. So in order to do that, step number 1 is going to be get tested. If any of these symptoms I'm talking about or this lifestyle kind of speaks to you, go get tested. It's super easy. One thing I recommend is going to this place called Quest Diagnostics. It's about a 10-minute drive from campus. You schedule online, you get tested, it's super easy, and then you have your results in 2-3 days. You don't want to be guessing and being like me, just putting it off to the side. And then next is just make it a routine. Whether that's setting a reminder on your iPhone or just having a weekly schedule for, let's say, Mondays you eat lunch outside, Tuesday you take a walk with your friends. Whatever it might be, just make it consistent, because your body is at its best when it's processing it in little increments, not just large, intense periods. So in conclusion, I spent about a year of my life thinking that it was just typical college rundown, or that's just what it meant to be a student athlete, when in reality the fix was just easy. I just needed to get in the sun more, and I just needed to take supplements when that wasn't happening. I don't want you to take the same mistakes I made, so please get in the sun. Your body needs it. Thank you.
Great.